morning, everyone. This is Amit Pabari, founder and managing director of CR Forex. In today's presentation, we are going to discuss four things. First, RBI's "मैं हूं ना" approach in bond market and currency market. Second, what is the outlook for dollar rupee pair for coming days. Third, strategy for exporters and importers. And finally, trading ideas for coming days. Now, let us start with RBI's "मैं हूं ना" approach in bond market. Generally, when the inflation rate increases, most of the central bank अपने interest rate को बढ़ाते हैं, and that is reflected in their 10-year bond yield. If you see US inflation, which is currently trading at 8.5%, उनके जो bond yield थे December पे, it was trading at 1.5%. Currently, it is trading close to 2.9%. So it has increased by 1.5%, close to. Similarly, Germany and UK में भी वही हुआ है. But if you see, India's inflation is close to 7%, but RBI has been able to manage the bond yield below 7% for quite a long time, and recently it has moved above 7%. But in terms of percentage, it has only increased by 0.7% as compared to other countries where it has increased by more than 1%. RBI has been able to control it by doing it ऑपरेशन ट्विस्ट किया ताकि गवर्नमेंट के जो बोरिंग एक्सपेंडिचर है वो कंट्रोल पे रहे. सो दे हैव डन इट एक्सट्रीमली वेल. नाउ लेट अस सी RBI's मैं हूं ना अप्रोच in the FX market. Despite weaker fundamentals rise, slowing growth, higher inflation, widening current account deficit, widening fiscal deficit, and higher dollar index, if you see, rupee has been a stable currency as compared to other emerging market currencies. In last 20 days, approximately dollar index has moved up by 2.8%. Other emerging market all have depreciated by more than 2%. But rupee has only weakened as compared to other currencies by only close to 0.7%. This RBI has been able to do it by playing a master stroke, selling dollars at higher level. Now, when they sell dollars at higher level, they achieve two things. पहला, जो इन्फ्लेशन का प्रॉब्लम है या एक्सेस लिक्विडिटी का प्रॉब्लम है सिस्टम पे, दे ऑब्जर्व दैट. सेकेंड, दे एबल टू कंट्रोल द डेप्रिसिएशन ऑफ रूपी. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, RBI selling at higher level, rupee has been managed. Till the time RBI is managing the currency, we expect dollar rupee to continue to trade in a range between 75.70 on the lower side and 76.70 on the higher side. Till that time, enjoy the range and say thanks to RBI. Once 76.95 is taken out, then the pair will immediately move towards 78 to 78.5 level. Now let us move to the third part of the presentation, strategy for exporters and importers. Let me start with strategy for thin margin exporters. Thin margin exporters like agri exporter or chemical exporter. Last week, as we were expecting dollar rupee pair to trade in a range, we suggested them to cover 85 to 90% of their exposure between 76.40 to 76.60 level. I think most of them have covered that. For the coming week, they must have taken costing close to 76.20 levels. Now on Monday morning, they have two kind of strategy. First, if dollar rupee pair breaks 76.50 in the initial hour of trade, then they can wait with a trailing stop loss of 76.10, and they can target to sell 70 to 80% of their exposure close to 76.70 to 76.90 levels. That is the first approach. Second approach, अगर 76.50 is not taken out in Monday morning in initial first hour of trade, इसका मतलब market is giving you a signal that market will be trading in a range bound manner. So till the time it is trading in a range bound manner, the best strategy for a thin margin exporter with higher level of costing is to cover 100% on a back-to-back basis. Now let us discuss strategy for thick margin exporters like textile exporter or engineering exporters. From last couple of weeks we have been telling them to wait for 7640 and 7650 levels for further booking. Finally, in the current week they have got an opportunity to hedge close to 7640 and 7650 levels. Now for thick margin exporter, they have to continue with their strategy. Strategy number one is book long-term forwards between 7640 to 7660 level. As the biasness of the pair is on the weaker side, they should not increase the hedge ratio beyond 50% for the total year turnover. Third, whenever because of inflow or any news, USDINR pair move towards 76 level or below 76 level, they should use long-term forward and book profit on their long-term contracts. Now let us discuss strategy for importers. Importers के लिए सेम स्ट्रैटेजी है जो लास्ट वीक डिस्कस किया था. If any importers have missed covering imports at lower level, they can buy partially between 76 to 76 level, and because of any reason if they get 75-70 levels, then till May end they should be covered completely. Those importers who are not willing to pay premium and hedge, they can keep a final stop loss of 76.95 level. If that level is broken out, then they should simply go and buy forwards till May end. Now let us discuss trading ideas for coming days. Last week दो trading ideas दिए थे, sell GBP USD and sell GBP INR. GBP USD trade was not initiated as the levels did not trigger. GBP INR we got a good momentum, call was initiated. Our target was 98.5 level. It had made a low of 98.82 level. On Monday morning, traders can book 50% profit on GBP INR call, and for 50% they can keep a stop loss of 99 and wait. With this I will end my today's presentation. Jai Hind, Namaskar, फिर मिलेंगे next week. Thank you.